Hey guys, welcome back. It's Paranoid Pixie. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I remember PewDiePie playing this years and years ago and I haven't watched it since, so I don't remember a lot about the game, but my friend recently played it and he was like, oh, you should play it too, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, like I completely forgot about that game. So that's what we are playing today and I'm super excited. It's a really cute game. I don't remember much, I only remember like a few bits, but I do remember like game isn't always cute, like there is dark twists, but I really can't wait to play, so let's just play. So this is Doki Doki Literature Club. Look how cute it is. I love it. Okay, let's play. Hey! I see an annoyingly girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself to. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd see yourself making... You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for that long. There's a lot of talking in this game. Just for your information. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I'd never get tired, and I would get tired of waiting up. I overslept again! But I call you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, PP. I've named myself PP. Paranoid Pixie, PP? Makes sense. That's mean, PP. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, PP, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's a NEET? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is an ordeal as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you were even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I could bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an aird or she is so cunning as to have planned all this out. She planned it out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Wow! Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Red flags. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Pee-Pee. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club
is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? I do? That's right. It's great to see you again, Pee-Pee. Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, psycho, completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Pee-Pee. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me. Or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready?
Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Cute! The whiskers are drawn with icing. And little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I'm not wiping that shit. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances at me in my direction. What, like this? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Have I? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Someone's jealous. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I'm in that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea really might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Monika raised an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? To be honest, I can't stand all this politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. So, event planner. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not so many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yeah, same, I couldn't be asked. So, Pee-Pee, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not so much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
That's right. You usually like to write things about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting, bitch. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, you wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Showing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is the writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Well, I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll all share them. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Pee-Pee? There's still one problem. I never said I would join the club, you bitches. Suri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have another club to look at, so I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I don't give a flying rat's ass, but I'm sorry, I thought, Pee-Pee. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Pretty goddamn easy, I think. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, get the fuck off me. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Pee-pee, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Pee-pee, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Yeah, sure, might as well. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Every day! Oh. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh yay! It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. What about what I like? I don't care about what they like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Are we just trying to get lucky here? What about what I like? Okay. Oh, I like to party, but cry. Party. Anime, fireflies, lollipop, pain. Oh, that's Sayori. Hurt, melancholic, contamination, treasure, fun. Oh my god, this is so hard. Hurt. That's Sayori. Is she sad? Vivid, flower, scars, landscape. If I put scars, it's Sayori. Oh my god. Boop. Anger, fireworks, marshmallow, peace, disaster, unrestrained. Oh. Breathe, socks, agonizing, swimsuit, broken. Broken. She's depressed. Fantasy. This is all so random, dark. Imagination? Yay! I like Yuri. Vanilla, suicide. Interesting. Climax. Games. Games. Pleasure. Tears. What the fuck is that? Daydream. I always daydream, to be fair. Every day I daydream. Sunny. Tragedy. Music. Sing. Friends. I'm getting more Sayori than everyone. I don't know what that means. Aura. Vivacious. Romance. Cute. Hope. Love. Whisper? Why the fuck did I put whisper? I don't know why. Oh, horror. Lazy. Anxiety. Me all over. Massacre. Bed. Me. Sugar. Oh yeah, 'cause she likes food and shit, doesn't she? Valentine. Kiss. Determination. Frightening. Sunset. Sadness. Hopeless. Hop. Ocean. Passion? I got Sayori. I guess I resonate more with Sayori. I get Pee-pee. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. How are you guys finding this so far? Are you enjoying it? I know it's a lot of talking, like my throat hurts like a little bit. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pee-pee. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Why would I go there just to hang out? I'd literally just go home. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you suddenly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. She's out for them. Don't worry, guys. PP always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Do I? He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Why would you be jealous? You don't know me. How come? You and PP can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems so oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. That's weird. Why would she give me something? So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It's weird. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches out into a bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She's not. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monitor to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Why am I here? Why am I here? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a book event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? McDonald's, bitch!
Cupcakes!
Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
Find myself smiling. Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to do things and come up and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. What the fuck? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Get the fuck back! I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Oh my god, now he's coming for her. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. Oh my god. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I mean, she looks fine to me. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Yeah, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? What is happening? I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that, you'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though, I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is this so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you've ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
You!
That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it as that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. This girl. They're all freaks. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! PP, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done anything like this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, obviously Sayori, because I don't know any of the other girls, so yeah, Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. Fuck the rest of them. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, PP! You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a PP poem! And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so fucking weird. Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. That's true. I get all cranky. That's also true. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's do Yuri, because I prefer Yuri out of the other two. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. This music. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm? Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I can barely fucking read it. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible hand. You do. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, PP. Okay. Oh, I don't like these two. Let's do Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. I don't give a flying rat's ass. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Is she like 10 years old? Is that what it is? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. That didn't hit me. At all. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Now we have Monica the Psycho. Hi, PP! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to. Yeah, fuck that. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled, yeah. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, PP. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Most of my words were connected with Sayori. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading in it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind. Like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realised now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Me! Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand around and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows raise in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of this or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Fuck, I didn't even know that well, obviously not, but how can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that PP appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew. Okay. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. PP, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Help me explain that to her, PP. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Pee Pee? Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words out of my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. So Yuri... yeah. Everyone's fighting you. It's making Yuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Pee Pee? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's not fair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems? They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Yuri is vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Yuri's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Pee Pee, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something new from your friends. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Pee Pee! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. So Yuri, about what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Yeah, I fucking do. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew, you know, Pee Pee, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Yuri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? He's trying to get lucky. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Yuri. I pat Yuri on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use sorry as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, let's do this. Right. I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to save here. And then we'll carry this on in part 2. Oh my god. What an introduction to this game. So this is quite an old game. So like, I'm sure a lot of people have like watched this game already. This game is very different. It's a lot of like talking. It's still the very beginning, still a lot to unfold, and it's really exciting to see how my choices affect the game in the future. So please let me know if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment because I want to see how this reacts, and then I'll see if I'll make a part 2 or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye!